Hi, this is Antonio Galimberti from AJ Languages. Today we are reviewing an essay. How can people prevent themselves from getting infected by COVID during this pandemic? Well, we have an essay here and it has 284 words. And the introduction has 37 words. First body paragraph, 70 words. The second body paragraph, 83 words, and the third body paragraph, or I would say the conclusion, has 94 words. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to try to see if this essay is actually answering the question and if the ideas in the whole essay are very well organized. We are not correcting grammar or spelling or punctuation. All right, great. So let's start with the introduction. It says, words 37. The COVID-19 has changed our lives. Well, here we don't need this to begin with. COVID-19 has changed our lives and now we must adapt to it. This seems to be the hook. All right. How many words does this hook have? It has 12 words. That is a sentence, totally reasonable, 12 words. In the present, it is really hard not to be infected by the virus. I think here this is the background information. Yes, it's difficult not to get infected. But there are two prevention methods that can help you. So this is the thesis. Here are, I would say there are two prevention methods that can help you. All right. So this introduction has three things. It has a hook, it has background information, and it also has a thesis statement. So according to the thesis statement, this student is going to write about two things that can help people prevent getting infected from COVID or by COVID. So how many words? The first is a paragraph, 70 words. So this is what I like to do. I like to copy this just to make sure that everything is okay and to compare the topic sentence against the thesis statement. Look, there are two prevention methods that can help you. All right. For me, if I see this, I can understand that the person is going to write about two methods to prevent COVID. So I have to find that in the two body paragraphs. So I need two topic sentences, very strong topic sentences that show me that each of the body paragraphs is about that. So getting infected or getting vaccinated is essential. Okay. Yes, that's the first prevention method. So it's clear. Very good. COVID-19 vaccines effective at preventing you from getting sick and are highly effective at preventing severe illness, hospitalizations, and death. All right, I would say just hospitalization, but I shouldn't be correcting grammar. And here, is this connected to vaccines? Yes. Yeah. These vaccines are essential to ending the virus and are 100% secure. Okay. So don't be scared of getting vaccinated. All right. Remember that now a lot of public places require people to be fully vaccinated. So if you want to go out, you know what to do. All right. Yes. In my opinion, uh, the sentences in this paragraph are related to getting vaccinated and how important getting vaccinated is. It's true that the arguments are not very strong because, for example, you're not providing data, scientific data on the percentages of people who have benefited from this vaccination or this vaccine. So that would make your paragraph stronger, especially if you have that data and you can put it right there. It's true that that's hard to do when we are writing an essay. However, that can make our essays stronger. especially if we're preparing homework at home and we have the time to do some research. Yeah, but I do believe that the sentences are related to getting vaccinated. However, um, here you are giving advice already. You see? Yes, you're giving advice. You know what to do, right? Don't be scared of getting vaccinated, right? Um, yeah, the student here is giving advice. Remember that that advice can be left to the very end of the conclusion, where you encourage people to act. Here in the body, you want to prove that your first argument is correct and it's a strong argument. So you have to talk about vaccination. You don't have to encourage people to do it. You have to show me first why vaccination is safe. Why is it a good idea to get vaccinated? How many people are getting vaccinated? What the results have been. So I need that information that allows me to be convinced that vaccination or getting vaccinated is the way to go. Then you can encourage people to do it, okay, to get vaccinated. So I would add or take those light blue ideas to the conclusion. That's just my opinion. Now, look at this trend. You have 70 words here, you have 83 words here, and the conclusion is larger than the two paragraphs here, right? The body paragraph. So we don't want that. Now, wear a mask. Correct. Yes, people have to wear a mask. That is a fact. So that is, but let's see if that has to do with the thesis statement. You see the thesis statement. There are two prevention methods that can help you. The other one is wear a mask. Is that correct? Yes. All right. One of the main ways in which COVID-19 spreads is through respiratory droplets that people expel when they talk, sing, cough, or sneeze. All right. So here, this is the foundation. Why do I need to wear a mask? Yes. And that part of the paragraph answers that question very well. You're not immune to COVID with a vaccine, so you have to wear a mask. So you see, again, if you are vaccinated, still you have to wear a mask. Everyone ages 2 or older should wear a mask indoors in public in areas of substantial or high community transmission, regardless of their vaccination status. Yeah, here you're telling me what people should do. Yeah? All right. The World Health Organization says that masks are a key measure to reduce transmission and save lives. Yes. However, I would put this sentence right there. Why? Because all of this is about putting the foundation for making your argument strong. Mhm. So that is the data that you are providing to show that wearing a mask is important. So you put it together there, right? Okay. And here you lack that data here. All right. So adding important data, important facts, scientific information, so to speak, in some cases, can make your paragraphs stronger, right? And this is a suggestion. Yes, it's okay. Everyone ages 2 or older should wear a mask indoors, in public, comma, in public, another comma, in areas of substantial or high community transmission, regardless of their vaccination status. All right. So thank you. Here you are also mentioning, talking about ages, right? ages. So that is like a fact, like a fact. So if you're providing facts that are going to convince me to wear a mask, so that's good, right? Now, look at this conclusion. This conclusion has 94 words. The conclusion, uh, well, this is a general rule, shouldn't be longer than the other two paragraphs, right? And you're going to see what the problem in this conclusion is. Look, to conclude, there are two prevention methods that will help you to prevent COVID-19. Now, so this sentence has to be paraphrasing the thesis statement. Is that correct? Well, let's copy the thesis statement. Let's bring it down here and let's see if there's connection between these two statements. There are two prevention methods that can help you. Yeah. There are two prevention methods that will help you to prevent COVID-19. Yes. Okay. Now, first, you have to talk about vaccination and then about wearing a mask. So, getting vaccinated is important. Mhm. And look at this, because it's going to keep you protected from getting sick or worse, getting hospitalized. Okay. This information here, you're providing a reason. In my opinion, is not necessary anymore. Why? Because you only have to summarize the two main points. You don't have to explain them again, right? This explanation can go in the paragraph itself. So somewhere right there. Okay, so all of this can be here because in the conclusion, look, you're talking about hospitalization, right? And you're mentioning it here as well. However, I find this sentence stronger than some of the ideas that you have in this paragraph. So I would consider not mentioning or not giving so much information here and just focusing on mentioning the two um, main ideas of your essay that are in the body. So getting vaccinated is important. Uh-huh. And I would say this, look, getting vaccinated is as important as wearing a mask. Okay. And here, COVID-19 spreads through respiratory droplets. So here you are repeating something that you have already mentioned before. So some people may believe that you don't have any additional ideas to include, or that you cannot paraphrase what you have already mentioned. Yeah, so if you are paraphrasing information, make sure that it doesn't sound the same. But in this case, this paragraph, this sentence sounds like one that you included in one of the previous paragraphs. So make sure that that doesn't happen. All right. And here, I would change this. I would, uh, uh-huh. Here you're giving all of this information. Yes, it's about wearing a mask, but you have already provided that. So it's better if you make it shorter. This would be your summary. But here you are just mentioning the 2 points, okay? You can add something else, but something else short and brief that mixes two main ideas from the two body paragraphs. For example, getting vaccinated is as important as wearing a mask. Um, uh, your they can uh, prevent you from getting hospitalized. Yes, right? This is just one idea that applies to both uh, arguments. Huh? They can prevent you from getting hospitalized or getting seriously, seriously, seriously infected, maybe. Huh? Yes. So you see, you're not repeating the very same things that you have in the other paragraphs. All right. Okay. So these are just ideas, and you have here your summary of the um, two main points. And here, these are hard times, but with your help and that of others, um, we can end this pandemic. Now you and more especially your family are going to be more secure or safer, are going to be safer or safe, uh, or safe from getting infected with COVID-19 with these two methods. All right. So here you are encouraging people to act, to think, to reflect about the importance of um, these two ideas. As I mentioned, you can get this information and put it in the conclusion, right? Okay. And that is something that you can do, all right, in your conclusion. So make sure that it's shorter. It shouldn't be longer than the body paragraphs. How many words do you have here? Now you have 69. Yes, 69 words after all the reduction that we have done. And if you take a look at this, you have 69 words. And now comments on how the and I would add more information to this introduction, maybe one more sentence to have a stronger background to have stronger background information that prepares the reader for the essay. Okay, so remember, always your hook, background information, and the thesis statement in the introduction. The thesis statement has to be related with, or the two topic sentences have to be related with a thesis statement. And don't include information that gives a lot of advice, is that if that is not the intention of the paragraph. Here in this case, the intention is to explain why getting vaccinated is essential. So that has to be your priority. The same here. You're not giving advice, you are explaining why wearing a mask is important. Then after a concluding a phrase, you have to paraphrase the thesis statement, summarize the body, and then encourage your reader to act based on your argument. All right. So I hope you find this feedback useful.